Well, hello everyone. My name is Anish Singh Thakur, and this is a very special video. Right now, मेरे साथ एक ऐसे गेस्ट हैं. I'm having one person. अभी आपको मालूम है, I made a story on Jesse Livermore, then Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, then a lot of traders I'm making stories on. But जैसे Jesse Livermore is no more in the world, वो है ही नहीं इस दुनिया में, और राकेश झुंझुनवाला जी तो out of reach है फिलहाल. But there is one person you can say, for youth, he is the number one trader for youth. Be it India, UAE, Dubai, Europe, America. तो आई एम हैविंग समवन. जब आप लोग तो पता नहीं कब से ट्रेडिंग कर रहे हो, बट ईयर 2019 में जब मैंने ट्रेडिंग स्टार्ट की, यूट्यूब पे ट्रेडिंग लिखोगे अगर आप ट्रेडर, तो एक ही बंदा आता है, एंड मिलियनेयर ट्रेडर, और एक ही बंदा आता था, एंड वो उस बंदे का नाम है उमर अशरफ. आई थिंक आप सब लोग, आप में से 50-60% लोग उन्हें जानते होंगे. तो आई एम ब्रिंगिंग उमर अशरफ इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू एंड विल डिस्कस अ लॉट. So Umar bro, so can you please?
Nish, what's going on? Kya hai? How are
Badhiya.
you?
Badhiya, and welcome to this show. First time I'm making any video with anyone, like a podcast, and you're the first guy over here, and I'm very happy to welcome you to my Indian audience, and a lot of Pakistani people as well watch my YouTube channel. Welcome, bro. Welcome, and
Thank you.
I'm very
Thank you
happy
for having
that
me,
you are
man.
here. I'm very happy that you are here, and I would tell you something, and then I will ask you. I will tell you that when 2020 or 19, I searched a lot on YouTube. There was no content on YouTube. Only you were posting things about risk management. And then there was one interview that how you become a millionaire or something like that. So you had, I believe, a long journey of around 6 to 8 years in trading. So
Yes.
can you please share a little bit about your journey?
Sure. So I started when I was 18. I'm 27 now, so I've been trading for about 9 years. First 2 years, obviously a struggle, very hard 2 years of trading. It took me about 2 years, 2.5 years to get my flow going and get good at trading. I think year 4 and 5 is when I really started doing good. Okay. And then from there, I just reworked on my strategy, reworked on my mental, my psychology, and slowly improved day in and out.
Okay. All right. So, मैं जानता हूँ मेरी पब्लिक को. I mean, I know my audience, that my audience is kind of like, what they expect right now from you. Only one thing, strategy. कि उमर bro, please give me one strategy. तो we will not.
मुझे भी हर वक्त यही DM आते हैं, उमर bro कोई strategy भेजो. Strategy, I need one strategy.
उमर भाई, अभी आपने हिंदी में बात कर दी, उर्दू में बात कर दी, अभी ऑडियंस को एकदम मजा आ गया होगा, बिकॉज आई डिडंट न्यू अबाउट दिस. तो मेरी ऑडियंस को तो पता ही नहीं होगा कि यू स्पीक अवर लैंग्वेज एज वेल. तो ठीक है, तो चलो अब मैं बताता हूँ. कोई स्ट्रैटेजी नहीं मिलेगी गाइस अभी आप लोगों को. अभी अपन बात करेंगे अबाउट द स्टोरी, अबाउट द साइकोलॉजी. और मैं उमर आपसे एक चीज पूछता हूँ. Even if you have a good strategy with a good win rate, good win size, what do you think? Without psychology, will it work?
No, absolutely not. Bilkul nahi. I think psychology and your mental game are as far as important as strategy. I think psychology is more important. Zyada important.
Okay, I know. I also believe this. And over, when we say psychology, everyone is today talking about psychology. That psychology is 90%, everything is 10%. Let's deep dive into it. And, let's define what is psychology. Psychology, what is psychology? I think psychology is how I talk to myself after any trade, any loss or any profit. How the self-talk. I think that is the psychology, right?
Yeah, so same. I agree. I think जब trade में बंदा होता है, trade के अंदर बंदा क्या कहता है, क्या सोचता है, fear, emotions such as wanting to make more, selling too early, being scared, being greedy, इस तरह की चीजें हैं. और हर बंदे में different psychology है, हर बंदे में different emotions हैं, हर बंदे में different thinking है. So for example, you may be greedy, I may be fearful. Right, we may have different psychology, we may have different approaches to the market. So इसमें main चीज है कि you have to understand कि आपकी क्या problem है, आपकी क्या problem है trading में जो आप के पास एक difficulty है achieve करने में, और उस problem को आपने फिर tackle कैसे करना है. तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, I focus on what is the problem, okay, how do I identify the problem, and then how do I fix the problem. Or problem strategy में नहीं होती. It's a strategy. Learning strategy is very easy, in my opinion. Okay, learning about yourself कि आप कैसे सोचते हो, आप कैसे ट्रेड करते हो, आप में क्या प्रॉब्लम है, क्या डिफिशिएंसीज हैं, इस तरह की चीजें. लर्निंग अबाउट दैट एंड फिक्सिंग इट is the hard part about trading. ये चीज है जो बहुत लोग overcome नहीं कर सकते.
Okay. And what do you see? Now we should tell the people how to develop a good psychology as well. So I'll
Yes.
give one point from my side. I was also facing the same problems initially. It's not about it's everyone thinks it's about the strategy, but ये
Yeah.
strategy के बारे में बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. हम
नहीं.
सबसे बड़ी बात होती है सेल्फ कंट्रोल, प्लानिंग एंड एवरीथिंग. अब साइकोलॉजी बनाने का जो बेस्ट तरीका मुझे लगता है वो है जर्नल राइटिंग इन लाइव मार्केट. व्हेन यू आर इन अ पोजीशन और यू आर अबाउट टू टेक द पोजीशन, और व्हेन यू टेक द पोजीशन, उसके बाद जो लगता है सेल कर दूं क्या, एग्जिट कर दूं क्या, होल्ड करूं पिवट तक, ईएमए तक आने देता हूं. मतलब हमको इतनी सारे बातें आती हैं. अगर हम उन बातों को नोट कर पाए, पेन से नोट कर पाए डायरेक्टली,
Yes.
सारी की सारी फीलिंग्स सारी नोट कर पाए, और बाद में उसे रिव्यू करें. एंड व्हेन यू रिव्यू इट, when you do review, daily review and weekly review, it's a game
Yes.
changer. Because when you do
Of
the
course.
daily review, you'll get to know कि भाई मंडे भी वही गलती किया, वेडनेसडे भी वही गलती किया, फ्राइडे भी वही गलती किया. Then it's that I'm repeating the same mistake a lot of time. I
Yes.
think journalizing is the one of the best methods to improve your psychology.
Of course, yeah. I think journaling is the most important thing. और इसी वजह से जो लोग follow करते हैं, we built TradeZella because मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ी चीज ये थी journaling. Right? Journaling the strategy, कि strategy को कैसे improve कर सकता हूँ, और journaling my emotions, my psychology, my thoughts. कि Monday को मैंने trade लिया, मैंने ये trade क्यों लिया? Was it because of strategy or was it because I see everyone making money? मतलब वजह क्या थी? मैंने ये trade बेची क्यों है? कभी मैं trade मैंने देखा journaling के साथ, मैंने कभी trade बेची है इसलिए I'm up $2,000, I'm up $20,000, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to give it up, I want to take the profit, instead of looking at the chart कि chart मुझे क्या कह रही है. मैं देखता हूँ कि you start focusing on emotions instead of chart, instead of price action. So journaling, सबसे most important thing, that's the most important thing for traders, कि journaling your thoughts, your emotions, क्या सोच रहे हो, क्या नहीं सोच रहे, और उसको फिर fix कैसे करना है. सिर्फ journaling ये नहीं है कि you journal and find your problems. Now जब पता लग जाता है कि problems क्या है, फिर goal है कि problems को fix कैसे करना है.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
And you spoke about TradeZella. Can you
Yes.
explain to me what exactly is TradeZella?
Yes, of course. So TradeZella is a journaling tool. कि you can upload your trades. जब आप अपनी trades upload करते हैं, you can see कि कहाँ buy किया है, कहाँ sell किया है, tag कर सकते हो strategy. I can show it to you real quick. ये मैं अपनी screen share करता हूँ.
Yeah. Okay. Because I believe this is for American market right now, not for us right now, right?
As I was speaking to you, I'm working on adding it for you guys as well.
I told you the best broker is Zerodha. Zerodha
yes.
is the best broker. I mean, most of the people are having Zerodha account.
Yes.
So you can
so
start.
उनके साथ, हाँ, उनके साथ कोई देख रहे हैं अगर कोई तरीके के साथ
I'm having
upload
contact in the company. I'll share the number with you. Okay.
Oh yeah, perfect.
I'm
Yeah, that'd be
having
great.
contact up to owners also. Like I can contact.
No, perfect. No, that's perfect.
Okay.
So yeah, it shows your stats. How do you do one day? How do you do in terms of good trades, bad trades? और जब कोई day में जाती है, or for example, this day 103,000. When I click it, now it'll give me full trade details. जब trade को click करता हूँ, बताता है मेरा R multiple. मेरा R multiple क्या है 9. I risked 6,700 to make 61,000. Good trade.
Very good.
Where did I buy? Where did I sell? Where did I sell? मेरा setup क्या था? मेरी strategy क्या थी? मेरी mistakes क्या थी? Right? ये सब कुछ बताता है. मतलब फिर आप अपनी journal कर सकते हो, notebook क्या है, कि मेरी pre-market game plan क्या था, मेरे daily recap क्या था, मैंने क्या गलतियां की हैं, और फिर इधर से ये मैंने recap किया अपना. Game plan 610, execution 810. Solid exit, actually great exit, but entry could have been better. Every day there's ways to improve. Every trade, every single approach you have can improve. तो आपकी job ये बनती है trader के हिसाब से कि are you tracking your trades, किस चीज पे काम कर रहे हैं, किस चीज पे काम नहीं कर रहे, कैसे अपनी psychology improve कर सकते हैं, कैसे नहीं कर सकते. So when I go in some of my trades, right, let me find one that I have right here. जब मैं अपना day recap करता हूँ, उसमें मैं लिखता हूँ क्या गलतियां की हैं, mistakes I made. Early entry, shorted right on open with no real confirmation. Wow. Took trade 5 seconds in. Okay. Our multiple was terrible as well. Risked 3.9k to make 1.1k.
Okay.
ये एक चीज है बहुत लोगों को समझ नहीं आती. It doesn't matter कि आपने कितने पैसे बनाए हैं. It matters कि आपने कितने रिस्क किए हैं उतने बनाने के लिए. तो इस ट्रेड में मेरे $1100 बना है. वैसे मैंने रिस्क किया है 3900.
Okay.
लोग ये देखते हैं
And
कि ओ
facing this-
$1100 बने.
Yeah. और इस चीज को मतलब ना फेस करना बहुत कठिन है क्योंकि जब बन जाता है $1000 भूल गए कमा लिए पैसे. राइट नाइस.
और जब बंदा भूल जाता है ये होता है कि वो बार बार भूल के वो मिस्टेक इतनी बड़ी हो जाती है कि एक फिर ट्रेड आती है जो सारे प्रॉफिट वाइप आउट कर देती है. तो जब आप ये कॉन्स्टेंटली जर्नल करते हैं, कॉन्स्टेंटली फोकस करते हैं कि क्या मिस्टेक्स बना रहे हैं, क्या अच्छी चीजें कर रहे हैं, वो फिर आप चीजों पे वर्क कर सकते हैं कि यार मेरा आज 1100 बना है, ठीक है, अच्छा लग रहा है, वैसे इधर मैंने गलतियां क्या की हैं, मैंने $3900 रिस्क किया है. No good, bad trade. I don't care if it's green, still bad trade. ये चीजें आपको अपने आप को reinforce करनी होती हैं, बार बार बतानी होती हैं. तो you stay aware. अगर ये मैं अपने आप को ना reinforce करूं, in 3 days, 4 days, I might risk 39,000 and lose all of that without having a proper, game plan.
Right. And the most important thing is to review this. That's
Yes.
Let me know
Yes.
when you are able to. Look, I'll share the number, we'll talk, and we'll try to get it in India.
Of course.
It's a great tool, I believe. So, okay. So we talked about the psychology and how to improve it. And I said journalizing, and you just showed me this. Okay. So one thing is there. Next thing, Umar, yes, let's talk about something about, technicals.
Sure.
About trading, I think there are 4 quadrants of trading. The first quadrant is technical analysis. One has to be good at price action and some of the little indicators, some indicators only, I believe. Only moving average and pivot and Fibonacci tool I use, else only price action. The second quadrant, I believe, is money management, risk management, about the same thing.
Yes.
How much are you risking, about the risk reward ratio, about your win size, about your win rate and everything, about the casino rule, about the law of random distribution. All these things. The third quadrant, I believe, is psychology, how you think, how you behave when you win in a winning trade and a losing trade, how much you can exert. The last quadrant, I believe, is called life management. I believe meditation,
100%.
Workout is the most, because every business, every person has its own assets. Like every business has some assets, but for a trader, myself, I am my asset. You are your asset. So if you're not working on yourself, you cannot, I believe, grow as a trader. So I think these 4 quadrants are there. Let's talk one by one we talked about the psychology. Let's talk about technicals. So I believe I'm speaking on behalf of people. Umar, please share one good intraday strategy with us. Any strategy that you would like to share with us?
Sure. So I will share a few right now.
And I would like to ask you usually trade options?
I trade options and shares, but mostly options.
Options, okay.
Yes. So as I share the strategy, 2 चीजें. जो लोगों के पास अभी strategy नहीं है, the main thing you should focus on is 1 to 2 strategies.
Okay.
और उस स्ट्रैटेजी पे फोकस करो, उस स्ट्रैटेजी पे वर्क करो, उस स्ट्रैटेजी को देखो कि कैसे इंप्रूव कर सकते हैं. जो मेन प्रॉब्लम बहुत लोग करते हैं शुरू में, वो हार्ड स्ट्रैटेजी करने की कोशिश करते हैं. एक दिन ये स्ट्रैटेजी करेंगे, कल दूसरी करेंगे, परसों तीसरी करेंगे, बोलेंगे ये स्ट्रैटेजी वर्क करती है नहीं करती. स्ट्रैटेजी को लर्न करो, अंडरस्टैंड करो, और ये भी अंडरस्टैंड करो कि ये स्ट्रैटेजी कब यूज कर सकते हैं. एक स्ट्रैटेजी एवरी डे यूज नहीं हो सकती. तो एक स्ट्रैटेजी आज यूज होए, कल मे बी वो स्ट्रैटेजी इन प्ले नहीं है, परसों इन प्ले नहीं है. जब in play आएगी, you need to know when to execute that strategy. Very important to understand that.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Yes. So now I'll show you a few setups, right? So let's go to some trades I've taken, right? Let's just say we go to a blowing top. So I have a strategy. It's called the blowing top, right?
Called the?
So just blowing top. I call it the blowing top.
Okay,
yes, so I'll walk you through what I look for and things like that.
Very nice.
तो हर स्ट्रैटेजी में ये फोकस करना है कि ये स्ट्रैटेजी कौन से टाइम फ्रेम पे यूज करती है, इसमें ये ओपनिंग में ट्रेड करनी है, क्लोजिंग में ट्रेड करनी है, कौन से टाइम पे ट्रेड करनी है, और इसकी क्या क्या क्राइटेरिया चाहिए. ओके, हर स्ट्रैटेजी की क्राइटेरिया होती है. तो ये एक मेरी स्ट्रैटेजी इज कॉल्ड द ब्लोइंग टॉप.
ओके,
ठीक है. ये स्ट्रैटेजी टिपिकली ऑन द ओपन आई ट्रेड के ऑन द फर्स्ट फ्यू मिनट्स, 5 मिनट्स मार्केट ओपन होती है, 9:30 AM इधर ओपन होती है, maybe 9:32, 9:33, 9:35 AM. I would look to trade this strategy.
Okay.
So इस strategy में मैं क्या देखता हूँ, मैं primarily trade करता हूँ Amazon, Tesla, Apple, big names, big caps.
Big.
तो big names के साथ जो trade करता हूँ, मैं उसके साथ देखता हूँ SPY and QQQ. SPY कैसे move कर रहा है, QQQ कैसे move कर रहा है. Basically overall market कैसे move कर रही है.
Okay.
Right. So इस दिन क्या हुआ है, इस दिन मैंने Amazon trade किया है. Amazon में मैंने देखा है कि on the open, I want to see weakness. I want to see a move up, but the move up needs to show me weakness. Market खुली है 930, 931, 932, 933. As we're going to 933, 934, I am seeing weakness on the tape. I am seeing weakness in the market, or we are going into my main level of 30-20 on Amazon.
Okay.
Jab either gain, I'm like, we see weakness. Because we see weakness, I am going to play puts. I am going to short. मैं ये downside पे play करूंगा. Either मैंने enter किया 30 contracts at 1825. Stock moved down. Either मैंने 10 बेचे हैं and फिर 20 इधर बेचे हैं. This trade, जो लोग देख रहे हैं $61,000 इस trade में बनने हैं. I don't care about the 61,000. I care about my R multiple.
Okay.
This trade में मेरा R multiple है 9.12, meaning I made 9 times my risk amount, which was $6,700.
All right. So
that is the key thing for me.
Yeah. So Umar, you said that we entered because you saw weakness. So you might have seen in SPY, and then this level is an important resistance level as per you.
Correct.
And then the first red candle you entered after this red candle, right? The 934, I believe.
Yes. So 934 red candle weakness. I entered stop loss at 30.20.
Once this candle closed, then you entered on this candle.
No, I didn't enter on the candle close. I entered on the first rejection. Candle shuru hai, right here. Around 40 seconds in.
40 seconds. Okay. So you okay. Great. Okay. Nice.
And and if you see a lot of other trades, right? I'll go to, let's just say we go to this trade here. Very similar action. They can 930. We open. We get the rejection. I got in. I got out. The problem here, same setup, but I sold early.
Okay.
I got in here. I sold right there. If I held a little bit more, I could have made on this trade maybe 10,000, maybe 12,000. On this trade, my R multiple is 0.86. I risked 3,800 to make 3,200. Terrible. Trade setup was good. Trade setup was there, but I didn't execute well. My execution was not great. I sold too early. So same setup, obviously setup reversed, but the same setup. And these setups are meant for me, the way I trade them, I'm looking on the open. Okay, open में क्या हो रहा है? Open में, what can I see? What can I see? Okay, open मतलब इस trade में क्या दे रही है? Right? Are we seeing a good open? ये फिर एक और strategy है, morning top reversal. इसमें ये देख रहा हूँ कि morning में we see a strong rally. The rally is not sustained. Rally hold नहीं होती. It's not able to continue. I see chop. The chop I see, I try to capitalize on the chop.
Okay.
Because there's a pullback. So instead of playing the pullback, buying and playing the upside, I play the downside. ये opening drive play होता है. You miss that.
Okay.
और जब ये strong move होता है open पे, typically there's a pullback. I look to play the pullback. ये pullback हो रहा है. Strong open हुआ है. Weakness आ रही है. Got in, got out.
Right. So I can see that you cashed around 1% in that, and you are using a 1 minute time frame for this. So
1 in 5.
You trade like scalping, like quick trades you are taking.
Basically, yes.
Most of the trades, how much time you hold them?
We can see right now. Most trades, I don't go over 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So all my trades, so I have trades from, here you go. We'll go through all of them. I have trades under 1 minute. I have trades, 5 to 10 minutes is where I made the most money this year. I made over $200,000 just holding for 5 to 20 minutes, right? And 5 to 20 minutes, I have 26 trades.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So like my max trade that I held is probably 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah. And if you look at my trading, most of my trades are on the first hour, 9:30 to 10 to 10:30. I'm done by 10:30.
And how do you approach market after that? Do you keep looking at markets? Do you
No.
Okay.
No. I have a cutoff period. तो मैं कहता हूँ market जो US market है is open from 9:30 to 4 p.m.
ओके ओके, आप
तो
स्टॉप कर दो अभी, आप अपन अभी बात करते हैं.
yeah. So US market is open 9:30 to 4 p.m.
9
तो
PM.
जो सबसे ज्यादा मूव होते हैं US मार्केट में हैपन पहले 1-2 घंटे में. उसके बाद एल्गो ट्रेडिंग होती है, उसके बाद वॉल्यूम डाउन जाता है, उसके बाद ट्रेडिंग मुश्किल हो जाती है. ठीक है. मैं 11 AM मतलब 1.5 hour इन द मार्केट कट ऑफ पीरियड रखता हूँ कि 11 AM के बाद आई एम डन.
And you don't even look at the charts that what the
No, because I'm going to look at charts. मैं hard trader को ये कहता हूँ, ठीक है. What is the purpose of trading? The purpose of trading is you want freedom. अब
Right.
imagine कि आप trading कर रहे हैं और सुबह से रात तक कंप्यूटर में बैठे हैं. What's the point of trading then?
Right.
Why not trade first hour, first 2 hours, or फिर be done, खत्म, right? Be done. And the first hour to 2 hours, you will make the most money.
Yeah.
Because first hour, 2 hours, based on my strategy, based on the way I trade, उस वक्त मेरी strategy work करती है. My strategy will not work at 12 p.m. My strategies will not work at 1 p.m.
So
they will work on the open.
Most of your team, your students and everyone, they also follow just same strategies like you?
Yeah, so most of them, yes. Some of them obviously adjust to their own ways of trading, but most of the way I trade, typically, yes.
Like morning hours.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't do swing trading sometimes, or you also take swings?
I do take swings. I haven't taken swings in this market. Last year, both swings lead. This year, not so much.
One swing you take about the AFRM, some stock it was.
Affirm, yes. Affirm was a good one.
What was your buying price and exiting price?
So Affirm, I bought maybe at $60. I sold at 120. Then I bought at 105, sold at 130. Bought by the same cheese. उसका swing भी किया था और उसका day trade भी किया था, over and over again.
I believe you made a big amount of money in that exact trade. I believe I was watching
on a firm total. I probably made over $1 million just on a firm.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
You posted a lot of stories about that. When you post stories, everyone, we even talk. My friend Pratik, he also does. Umar posted this. Have you checked this? So I check. Okay. We talk like that.
Yeah. No. Firm was crazy.
Okay. So that's good. Okay. I have one more question. I think I should ask this to someone, who is a pro trader. This is a question in everyone's mind, especially when people are doing option buying.
Yes.
In India, most people doing option buying also, but people with large capital, they do option selling. They only sell the options, and even if the market is going sideways, they make money. That is a good strategy. But
correct,
when people are doing option buying, it is very volatile. You can make a lot of money, you can lose a lot of money fast. So about the stop loss, you should put it in system, or you should cut when from your hand, like right click and exit when the candle is closing on that level, because a lot of time the wicks are there, it hit your stop loss and again go into your direction.
Yes.
Very frustrating. So how do you approach this? Like, how do you manage this?
Sure. So two things. जो भी बंदा नया start करे, you should not trade options. Trade stocks, in my opinion.
Thank you so much for saying this. Thank you so much for saying this. I'm having a lot of students and I'm a lot of subscribers. Everyone is asking on the first class, they're asking about options. But tell me about option trading. I always tell them that you have to do 40 trades at least, only in equity or option selling. That is okay. But option buying, you should do after 6 months at least. Okay.
I agree. No, you're right. No worries. जो भी बंदा start करे option selling, or option trading, पहले से नहीं करनी चाहिए. Trade stocks, get familiar with the platform, get familiar with yourself, how you trade, how you react, what are your emotional barriers. फिर option में जाओ. Option में ये problem है कि if you do not have self-control and you hold an option, it will go to zero. With stocks, most of the time, if you're trading Tesla, Apple, big names, they're not going to go to zero. Right. You lose 10%, 5%, 20%. Right. Options may, you lose 100%. So starting out, don't trade options, right? That's number one. Now for people, sorry, what was the question? I diverted away.
The question is stop loss. You put it
stop loss, yes.
Or you have to manual exit.
Yeah. So for option trading, I personally don't put a stop loss in. I have stop loss, but I do a mental stop loss because market makers will see your stop loss in options and stop you out because options have low liquidity. Option में इतना volume नहीं है. तो जब market makers देखते हैं कि ये stop loss है, वो price को उस level पे ले आते हैं, आपको stop out करते हैं और फिर stock को ऊपर लेके जाते हैं. So I personally use manual stop losses, but I follow them. तो अगर मैं बोलूं कि $18 पे मेरा stop है, मैं $18 पे stop out होता हूं. Most people, they don't do that.
They will not.
They
Same thing. How I answer this question is there are two kinds of people. One like who are experienced, one who are new. New people should always keep a system stop loss. And if they hit the stop loss, close the day. But if you are experienced, if your hand will not freeze, when you right click and waiting that exit करूं नहीं करूं, हाथ freeze होता है तो आप नहीं कर सकते. You have to be very mentally rigid that I can accept this red. I can accept this loss. Then and only you should. So this is how I approach as well. I also keep it a mental stop loss. And I know because of mental stop loss, you can risk a little bit more than you planned. That is also possible because of decay and everything, because of the volatility, maybe a big red candle. That you have to be ready for that as well. So that's why, yeah. Great.
Absolutely.
So good. So we just talked about, first quadrant about technical analysis. Now let's talk about money management. What advice you will give about the money management or risk management, you can say. But it's only one advice you'd like to give to all the new traders.
The advice I'd give to new traders is start off small. Don't start off with a lot of money, and start off with money you could afford to lose. हर दिन मुझे DM आते हैं, oh, I took a loan. I have to pay a loan back. I lost it in trading. Why are you trading with borrowed money? Because जब वो उस पैसों के साथ trade करते हैं that you need or it's borrowed, you have an attachment to it. That attachment makes you do a lot of bad trades because now you're like, oh my God, I can't take a loss. I need this money. Oh my God, I need to make X amount of money. तो उस पैसों के साथ problem हो जाती है. तो अगर you have to borrow money, या वो पैसे use करने हैं जो savings हैं और touch नहीं कर सकते, don't trade with that. That's number one. Number two, start with small amount, 1,000, 500, whatever, different demographics, different markets, but start with small amount, get better at trading, start off with stocks, get better, give yourself time, and then add more money as you see success.
All right.
Yeah.
The advice is one should you start with less capital. I also tell my students and my subscribers that you should, when you're a new trader, you should think that this is my tuition fees. And how much tuition fees you pay? Very less. So you have to use the capital, very less capital, and think this is my tuition fees, the money that I'm using to learn.
Yes.
And once you have some win rate, you are able to hold your trades long, you're able to cut your losers fast. Once you are done with that, then you should increase.
Yes.
Great.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. One question I'll ask from you, the psychology quadrant. How do you manage when you hit a big loss? So this is a very big and serious question because we all know it feels very, very bad when you have a rough day. Our nights are, even at night time, you are thinking about the loss. You are unable to eat your food. So it is very demotivating. How do we overcome I believe you are having a long journey, 9 years. You might have faced a big losses in your career as well.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. So two things, right? First thing is, if you're having a big loss, you are responsible for it. What I mean by that is, I know. You are responsible. No, you are responsible for it, meaning कि hard trader को ये मैं पूछता हूँ कि what is your game plan? What is your trading rules? What is your risk management plan? If your risk management plan says you should lose $1,500 per trade and you lose $1,800, okay, fine. You lose $2,000, okay, fine. But now if your risk management plan says you should lose $1,500 or you're able to lose $1,500, but you lose $10,000, like that's not trading, you're gambling. You're not, you shouldn't be in that predicament. That's number one. You're not trading. Like, I don't even want you to call that trading. Usko trading nahi कहना. कहना मैंने gambling किया. ठीक है, जब वो सिचुएशन होती है, ये नहीं किसी को बोलना चाहिए कि मैंने ट्रेडिंग किया है, मेरा 10,000 लॉस हुआ, नहीं, मैंने गैम्बलिंग किया है, मेरा 10,000 लॉस हुआ है। उन दोनों को सेपरेट करना है। दैट्स नंबर वन, बिकॉज यू हैव टू बी ऑनेस्ट विद योरसेल्फ।
Correct.
Number two, to overcome that is, what I do is when I go through bad periods or bad times, I go into my data. कि ये क्यों लॉस हुआ है? Like, what was the reason? कभी लॉस होता है, some losses are good losses, right? There's losses in trading that are good losses because you need them to have an edge. You need them to take positions. You need them to take opportunity. But now, did you oversize? Did you not follow your stop? What mistakes did you make emotionally? Was it a good trade? You have to ask those questions. And then from there, the only thing you can really do is work your way back up. I always say, like, we're everyone, including me, including you, including everyone watching, we're going to come through more bad problems. The only thing you can do is when you hit those bad points, say, okay, how do I get myself out of it? And what I do most of the time is take a break after I, look at my losses, after I look at my mistakes, after I look at what I need to do. And then from there, I work on building my confidence up if it's a very big loss. Like the last big loss I had was in 2020. I shorted the market. I lost 500,000 in realized profits and about 800,000 in unrealized profits total. So that was my biggest loss, right? And that loss for me has been a blessing in disguise. इससे उस loss के साथ मैंने बहुत सीखा अपने बारे में and about the market, especially about myself. But after that, I haven't had a big loss. Like my biggest loss this year in terms of trade or a day is probably 20,000. My biggest day is 100,000.
Okay.
So, relatively, I'm not at that stage anymore to go on a tilt. I start destroying my account. और अगर लोग इस problem को deal करें, you should not add more money. You need to work more on yourself because you should, as a good trader, you should not have big losses that are not planned. If you are having them, you are not at the professional level of trading yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said that first of all, you have to be honest and say that this is not trading, this is gambling. So at least honest, so that now you're not in delusion that, oh my God, something stroke of bad luck happened to me, it's because of God. Am I a bad person? Something like that people start thinking. So be honest. Second thing, you need to know the reason first. If you're able to, figure out what was the reason, then you can work upon it the next time.
Exactly.
Good losses and bad losses. Very good thing you said that, because even a good strategy will give you loss. That is no strategy is giving you 100% result. So some losses are good losses and you have to take them. It's okay. But some losses are bad losses when you are breaking your own rules.
Yes.
Right? Okay,
no,
great.
absolutely.
All right. So I will go to the next quadrant, life management quadrant. One advice would you give about?
So just one thing. I don't want to cut you off, but I love the fact that you brought this up. इससे बहुत लोग इस अपने quadrant में life को नहीं डालते ना, right? And that shows that you're an experienced trader and you know what you're talking about. Because I always say कि जो अपनी life में करते हैं is a reflection of your trading.
Okay.
If your life is not in order, your trading will never be in order.
All right.
And you need to go through that. And that's a very good point you brought, because both लोगों को इस बात का पता ही नहीं है. Correct. So very, very good. So thank you from my end for bringing it up and sharing that with everyone.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling very good because you are when I did not even started my YouTube channel. That time I used to see your videos, where you're sitting in office telling about risk management, giving that calculator that you put something details.
Yeah.
I have used all that. I have seen you on YouTube, on like you are the only trader in the world at that time, I believe. So, now we are talking and you're telling me this. I'm feeling very good. Thank you so much. So now what will you suggest how life management quadrant should be approached as a trader? Because, I want to say one thing before you start that, when we are in school in class 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, we have guidance that you have to do this, have to do this, go to school, go to tuition, go to homework, go play with your friends, sleep at this time. Then college also something you have. But when you are out of college, you have no guidelines now. It's you're on your own. And then we lose track of any kind of, especially if you're a businessman. Trading is a business.
Exactly.
If people are doing job, at least they have some guidelines from the company. But as a businessman, you have no guidelines. You're the boss. So people have no management at all. So please share, what do you think should be the approach?
Great point. Yeah. Trading management, I mean, personal life management, my approach is this. Like I said, whatever is going on in your personal life will be a reflection into your trading. So a good personal life, you have problems, you're stressed, you're not sleeping well, you're not eating well, you're not going to the gym, you will not perform at an optimal level. Trading is a mental sport. It is a mental game.
Okay.
So for you to perform at an optimal level, at a high level in trading, you need to be sleeping well. You need to be going to the gym. You need to be meditating. You need to take care of your physical and mental health, right? You need to take care of all of that so you can think right. मैं hard worker traders को देखता हूँ, I slept for 2 hours, 3 hours. And I'm like, how are you going to perform at a high level with no proper sleep, no proper rest? People have problems in your personal life. Everyone has problems, but how do you deal with these problems? Do you let these problems consume you? Do you let them stress you out? तो ये problems हर वक्त बंदे की trading में जाती है और मैं लोगों को कहता हूँ कि अगर personal life में एक time आता है कि बहुत problems आ रही हैं, don't trade. इसे trading में ये होता है कि लोग वो personal problems trading में डालते हैं. And that leads to big drawdowns, big, losses, big problems. So if you're going through a rough patch in life, which is normal, take a step back. Don't trade. But before that, you need to work on your mental. You need to sleep well. Like I said, eat well, go to the gym. Like gym is a priority every single day, 30 minutes to an hour, no matter what. It is a must. Sleep is a must. Eating well is a must, right? Doing all these things to make sure you have mental clarity is a must, because when you're trading with money and high frequency and everything, your mind has to be very sharp to execute, to think, to process. So agar ye cheeses theek nahi hai, so how are you going to process and how are you going to execute at a top level?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. One thing about when you said about sleep, one thing I'll talk about psychology, that new traders, what they do? They do homework. They do homework all night. They're sitting, let's say we have Nifty 50, like you have Dow Jones. They will do homework on all the 50 stocks of Nifty. And in all the time frame, from monthly to 5 minutes. And they'll write also that monthly mein ye ban raha hai, weekly mein ye ban raha hai, daily mein ye ban raha hai, 10 minute mein ye ban raha hai, ye ban raha hai. And they sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then they wake up at, 8:30. And they're not their mind is totally cluttered, and then they make loss, and they think because they have done hard work they should win at trading as well, but that's illogical, because that's how most people think, that if I do hard work I will get. Trading is the only thing where hard work will not give you anything.
No.
It's total smart work, it's total mental work.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. मैं लोगों को यही कहता हूँ कि इससे थोड़े लोग हैं कंप्यूटर के सामने 10 घंटे 12 घंटे रहते हैं. Because I'm in front of my computer for 10 12 hours, I need to make money. I'm like, no, you don't need that much. Like, I'll tell you my routine, right? I wake up, I go in front of my computer 30 minutes before. Okay, I do my pre-market work in 10 minutes. I walk away from the computer, I get coffee, and I come back at 9:30. I trade until 11, I'm done. At the end of the day, I will spend 30 minutes to an hour, recap, prepare for tomorrow. So every day I'm spending, on a market day, I'm spending 3 to 4 hours max, including my trading.
Okay.
People spend 10 hours a day, 15 hours a day, and they don't make money.
Okay.
Because they overcomplicate trading. Trading is something that both simple hai, yet so complex.
Correct.
But it's only as complex as you make it.
Correct.
Right? So जब trading को core से देखता है बंदा, ट्रेडिंग एक बहुत सिंपल चीज है जिसको अगर आप सिंपल लेवल से देखें you can tackle it. So simple level से मैं कैसे देखता हूँ कि I don't need to know everything.
Okay.
I just need to know what I need to know to make my money. मेरी strategy क्या है, मेरी strategy कब काम करती है, मेरी psychology problem क्या है, how do I combine that, and when do I use it?
Okay.
I don't need to know what is happening on all the 50 stocks in this company or that market. I don't care. I will trade Amazon. I will trade Tesla. I will trade, let's say, SPY. That's it. Or watch list be. Maybe watch list be 2 to 4 stocks a day.
Great.
I don't have a watch list of 20 stocks. I can't watch 20 stocks at once.
No one can watch. Yeah. One more, I will add new trader thinks that 15 or 20 stocks they have to watch. They think the more number of trades they will take, maybe luck will happen and some trade will
No.
give you profit. That is so wrong approach. You should never take more than one trade at a time, I believe.
Exactly. No, it's same. I agree. And even screens. Traders को ये लगता है कि 5 स्क्रीनें होंगी तो पैसे बनेंगे.
मेरे
नहीं,
पास भी
you
है.
need 1
मेरे
or 2,
पास भी
yeah.
स्क्रीन सेटअप नहीं यूज करता मैं, मेरा मैकबुक यूज करता हूँ बस.
But same. I मेरे पास भी पहले चार्ट स्क्रीन थी, अभी भी हैं, but I don't need it all 4.
भाई
They're
आपकी
there.
आपकी देख के ही लगाई है मैंने भी.
No, yeah. They can, like, you know, वही चीज़ है, realistically, you don't need it. It's
हाँ,
beneficial. It's beneficial because you can see everything, but मैं सब देख के जब ट्रेडिंग करता हूँ, एक स्क्रीन पे फोकस करता हूँ.
और
But जब, yeah.
और जब ज्यादा स्क्रीन देखते हैं तो ज्यादा कंफ्यूजन भी होता है.
Yes.
विक्स ये बता रहा है, ओपन इंटरेस्ट डेटा ये बता रहा है, फ्यूचर्स का डेटा ये बता रहा है, फिर प्राइस एक्शन ये बता रहा है, वो इंडेक्स ये बता रहा है. तो ज्यादा डेटा ना आपको और कंफ्यूज करता है. इट लेट्स यू एग्जिट अर्ली, मे बी सम प्रॉब्लम इट विल क्रिएट. सो जितना कम देखें उतना अच्छा मेरे हिसाब से. तो
Exactly. हाँ. So ये बहुत ट्रेडर के साथ ये प्रॉब्लम है. तो वो एक ट्रेडिंग को बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड करते हैं कि मुझे हर स्टॉक्स को स्टडी करना है, मुझे हर इंडिकेटर को स्टडी करना है, मुझे ये पता होना चाहिए, वो पता होना चाहिए. मैं थोड़े ट्रेडर्स बहुत इंडिकेटर्स यूज करते हैं. आई डोंट यूज इंडिकेटर्स. प्राइस एक्शन, मूविंग एवरेजेस, VWAP, पीरियड, बस. उसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं. और अगर मेरी ट्रेडिंग में कोई प्रॉब्लम है, मैं ये नहीं कहता कि ओ मुझे नई स्ट्रैटेजी चाहिए. नो, पहले देखो क्या प्रॉब्लम है, स्ट्रैटेजी है या नहीं. अगर स्ट्रैटेजी है एंड स्ट्रैटेजी पहले काम कर रही थी, अब क्यों नहीं काम कर रही? मे बी मार्केट कंडीशन चेंज हुआ है, मे बी आपके पर्सनल लाइफ में कोई प्रॉब्लम आया है जो आप देख नहीं सकते, मे बी आप मेंटल लेवल नीचे गया है, कोई और प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, और लोग उसी वक्त स्ट्रैटेजी को चेंज करते हैं, फिर स्ट्रैटेजी को चेंज करते हैं विदाउट फिक्सिंग द रूट कॉज ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम.
Right. All right. So last question, that same question I'll say, after you are free 11, what exactly is your routine that you think people should copy, people should follow about your day after 11 a.m.?
Yes. So perfect. So for me in my situation, you know, we're building TradeZella. So that takes away my time. Working on 2 other projects, so those projects take away my time. So I'm kind of also forced to be off by 11 because I have meetings, calls, and things like that. तो दूसरे लोगों के लिए जो लोग सिर्फ ट्रेडिंग कर रहे हैं, after 11 or let's say 12, whatever, schedule the gym, go to the gym. You know, schedule other sorts of things where after the market you're recapping. You have an hour to recap. और जो ये टाइम है इनको कैलेंडर ब्लॉक करें. ये ना बोले ओ मैं recap करूंगा बाद में करूंगा. No. Every day from 6 to 7 is my time to recap. Because जिस तरह आप पहले कह रहे थे, ट्रेडिंग में कोई बॉस नहीं है, कोई स्ट्रक्चर नहीं है. लोगों को ये बहुत पसंद है. वैसे ये also बहुत नेगेटिव चीज है. जैसे जब जॉब में, स्कूल में एक बॉस होता है, कहता है ये मुझे चाहिए 6 बजे तक, तो you're like okay fine. Trading में you don't have that, so you can say I'll journal later, I'll recap later. और कभी करते नहीं है, पूरा दिन चला जाता है, कोई काम नहीं हुआ. Like, you know, there's no structure. And दूसरी प्रॉब्लम ये है, because you have so much time, जो काम 1 घंटे में कर सकते हैं, एक बंदा 6 घंटे में करता है.
ये बात भी है.
Right? They're on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everything. While no, you said from 6 to 7 recap करना है, 6 to 7 recap. Stay true to yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Follow through with that. Don't be all over the place as a trader. You know, be your own boss, but make sure you calendar block the times, you set the appropriate times, have outside hobbies outside of trading. Because with some traders, what I've seen is trading consumes their life. उनका सुबह रात एक ही चीज है trading. Or mentally they get destroyed. पैसों के साथ, you know, financially, trading wise, loss होता है, terrible day. पैसे बनते हैं, best day.
Correct.
मैं कहता हूँ ये that's not quality of life. ये अच्छी लाइफ तो नहीं है, you know, कि आपके पैसे लूज हुए, पूरा दिन आपका दिन बुरा है. अब पैसे बने हैं, you're the happiest person. ये इसके साथ ये हो रहा है, your personal life gets too attached to the success of your daily trading.
Correct.
I have days, like I had days where I made 100,000, okay, or 200,000 a day, normal day, because I can have a day of losing that. So if I react on my good days, I now have to react on my bad days.
Also, right.
और जब bad day होता है, मैं अपने आप को ये कहता हूँ, think about the next 1,000 trades. तो अगर पैसे बने हैं, next 1000 or 100 trades पैसे लेके जा सकता है.
Right.
पैसे lose हुए हैं, next 100 trades में पैसे वापस आ सकते हैं.
Correct.
So that keeps the quality of your life healthy. और अपनी जो trading है वो personal life के साथ interfere नहीं करती. कि मेरा bad day हुआ है या अच्छा day हुआ है. वो कहते हैं कि you can identify a good and bad trader by looking at their face and not telling if they made money or lost money today.
Wow, what a great point. Actually.
Yeah. और अगर एक ट्रेडर को देखते हैं और उसके मुंह से नजर आ जाता है कि पैसे बने हैं या ये, तो उसी वक्त they're not a good trader.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
We can just focus on the process, not on the profits.
Yes.
Focus on the process, not on the money. It should be the charts you should be looking, not your position book all the time.
Yes.
Great.
All the time. Exactly.
Okay, fine. I believe हमें पता नहीं चला बात करते करते, लेकिन I believe we have made the video around 40 or 45 or 50 minutes, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Wow, actually, yeah. And ऐसा लग रहा है फिर भी कुछ बात नहीं हुई है, but still.
No, exactly.
There's so much more. So one last thing I would say, and we'll close the video. One thing I would like to ask you about meditation.
Okay. Yeah. So meditation,
meditation?
I think meditation is very important. One of the most, there's a lot of different types of meditation, number one, right?
Right.
But besides getting into different types of meditation is very important because it will help you with focus. It will help you with being aware of your thoughts. बहुत लोग हैं जो 5 मिनट भी meditate नहीं कर सकते. They cannot sit quiet for 5 minutes in their head. And the reason for that is because of social media and because of phones, you get quick dopamine. मैं अगर अपने फोन पे भी जाऊं हर 2 मिनट Instagram, Twitter, likes, ये वो नई picture, TikTok, ये वो, it starts messing my mind. My focus goes down, my thought process goes down, I become less aware, my depression goes up. Meditation for 10 to 15 minutes a day minimum puts you in a state of mind to actually process your thoughts and control your thoughts and have focus. Now think about it. If you can focus and process your thoughts, right? How beneficial will that be for your trading?
Correct.
Forget trading. How beneficial would that be for your life?
Overall life, yeah. Overall life.
I think meditation is very important. Every person should do it. If you don't have time, like they say, because some people are like, मेरे पास time नहीं है. अगर time नहीं है, 1 घंटा करो फिर.
तो खाना भी मत खाओ. तो पानी.
Yeah,
until you make this actual priority, like drinking water and eating food, breathing, then you are only going to do it.
Yes, absolutely. At least 15 minutes a day, minimum. At least.
Yes, I will give my view about this life management quadrant, that I think the going to gym is very important because your brain is in your body. So until you have good energy in your body, brain will also not have any energy.
Yes.
Secondly, I want to say meditation is so important. It has literally changed my life. I believe meditation is having 2 benefits. First of all, the biological benefits you will get. You will become calm, relaxed, your brain will become. And secondly, I believe you get connected to a superpower as well.
Oh,
your
yes.
luck improves, I believe. I do meditation for 1 hour. I try to do 1 hour every day, but if I cannot do 1 hour that day, I go for 15 minutes one. But minimum, it's been around 2.5 years now. I have not skipped 1 day.
Wow.
Not even 1 day. This 2.5 years of journey, I just received this gold button award. I believe you can see that.
Yeah. And wow. Listen. I'll say it from my end. I've seen your journey at least 60-70% of the past 2.5 years. And your journey has been by far one of the most impressive journeys in terms of growth and trading.
Great.
From every quadrant. And I'm telling you, I see everything from the sideline of your journey. And it is super impressive of what you have built. And I'm telling you, I see it all the time. Every single thing, it's so detailed and so organized, and it's so well thought out. That and people don't see it. There's a lot of hard work that goes behind the scenes, a lot of people involved, and running that and organizing that is not easy. So hats off to you and what you've accomplished and your whole team has accomplished in a very short period of time. So that's phenomenal, by the way.
Thank you so much. Okay. So now I said about this body and meditation. Last thing I'll say about mind, that you need to constantly give food to your mind. Like good books. You should read some books. You also, I see you are a reader. You also, whenever you travel, I see you read books. You also read on your online books also you read. So books reading book is like giving food to your mind, because if you're
Yes.
not giving food to your mind will automatically absorb social media
Yes.
or something negative or some worry
Yes.
or fear or something negative. So it's very important to constantly give your mind some right kind of books. Napoleon Hill
Correct.
books, Tony Robbins, Robin Sharma, so many people are there. I mean, so many people are there. So these things I believe should come in life management quadrant. All right. So these 4 quadrants, अच्छे से बात हो गई, ठीक है, बहुत मजा आया. और
Yes.
this content भले ही मैं जानता हूँ, we will get a comment on this, कि भले 1 घंटा 2 घंटा people will see this, people will watch, only serious people will watch. And जितने लोगों ने देखा, congratulations. I hope, मैं चाहता हूं कि जितने लोगों को भी हमारे कन्वर्सेशन से जो भी सीखने मिला, अगर आप पॉइंटर बना के लाइक 1 2 3 4 या जितने, मेरे हिसाब से 3 पॉइंट ज्यादा है, 3 पॉइंट आपने इस उम्र से क्या सीखा, कमेंट करो. ठीक है, कमेंट करो अच्छे से लिख करके, और देखते हैं किसका कमेंट, सबको मदद मिलेगी, सब लोग लिखेंगे तो मदद मिलेगी. ठीक है. सेकेंडली, आई विल शेयर उमर्स यूट्यूब लिंक एज वेल इन द बायो. आप जाकर के, अगर 1 लाख सब्सक्राइबर नहीं गए उमर अशरफ को, तो कोई मतलब नहीं आने का. तो आई बिलीव यू हैव टू गो एंड सब्सक्राइब हिज चैनल. दैट विल पुट प्रेशर ऑन हिम कि भाई मेरे को भी कंटेंट डालना है. तो दैट विल बी द एवरीवन ऑफ देम. सो जस्ट गो एंड सब्सक्राइब हिज चैनल एज वेल. एंड ये वीडियो को लाइक कर देना और शेयर तो अब सबको शेयर कर दो. अब इसके बाद कोई आएंगे इंटरव्यू में, तो मेरे को नहीं लगता कि मैं इतनी अच्छे सेलिब्रिटी को ला पाऊंगा. ठीक है. तो जस्ट शेयर दिस वीडियो एज मच एज पॉसिबल. एंड थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन. एंड थैंक यू सो मच उमर फॉर जॉइनिंग अस. ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू.
थैंक यू.
आप दुबई आ, क्योंकि मैं तो अमेरिका आ नहीं पाऊंगा, वीजा मिलेगा नहीं. अभी लगता है कि अप्लाई करके थक गए हैं. यूरोप करके टुमारोलैंड जाना चाहता था, नहीं जा पाया. तो आप जब दुबई आ रहे हो, आप बताओ.
100%. 100%. Thank you for having me again and appreciate it.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.